Hey everybody, I'm xQc. I stream on Twitch and on Kick. I'm gonna answer 20 questions I've probably never been asked. Oh my god, the stupidest one I've injured myself. I mean, most of my injuries are stupid. When I was young, I used to skateboard and I used to do the stupidest shit ever. So there's something called whipping. Whipping is like whenever the board lands and it goes away really fast. Usually when pro skateboarders, when they see that this is gonna happen, they push the board away. But there's like a big gap in between two parking lots. And I jump and I really wanted to make it. And I landed with both feet and I just like slammed and it hit my head like a coffin. I never had a concussion ever before, but I know that like I lost a lot of brain cells with just hitting my head. I hit my head so many times when I was young. I was like the mushroom man. I look like Toad. But I could hit my head full on and it didn't matter. But maybe it did matter. I don't know. I turned up kind of cuckoo anyway, so it doesn't matter. The quality that makes a great juicer is being chill. Like sometimes like I'll be at a meeting great whatever, and somebody has like I study this whatever thing, right? And I have like this item from what I do, and then they show me whatever. I love that. That made me a keyboard. Has all the emotes. It says I got a welcome to the jungle. Yeah, I just got this one. I think that one's really cool. And then one person saw that I had bought myself a Lambo or whatever, and they got me this like race version of it. Little Lambo. And I have the big one, the real life. I have the one that comes with the model, and I got the mini one. That's really cool. If Overwatch never existed, what would I be? Tough call. I would have tried to make it pro in a game, and I probably wouldn't have been successful. But I would have streamed it, and then maybe I would have made it in that kind of category. So probably still a streamer. I had these thoughts when I was kind of becoming a streamer, where I was like, what happens if tomorrow this disappears? Yeah, I was at this scare of becoming homeless. Like even when I was a millionaire, I was like, what happens if I become homeless? And I've always done most things with the fear of becoming homeless. And that sounds outrageous, but that was my bat of Batman, you know, like that's my big fright. So I would have found something, I would have done something, you know. March of 2019, I believe. That's the only way it stopped, because I had signed this deal with Twitch that would give me more ad rev. My revenue dashboard was bugging on Twitch. It kept glitching. The tech said it was going to be fixed, because I was the first one that have this deal. So all the skills, the system didn't work. And I kept playing my ads, and I kept saying, guys, like, you guys signed me on this deal, and I'm not making money. And then it took like 4 months. At one point I hit refresh and the bars go like, all the bars were like the bottom right with ads, whatever. And it goes, it still bugs, but it's above the whole, and I'm like, okay, wait a minute. I think I made it. Hold on a minute. And then I changed the months and they go, blah, 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 blah. Looked like making music with all the things going up and down. And I looked at the number and I was like, yo, I was making like 27K, 35K a day on ads. I'm like, okay, well, I'm chilling now. Next day I was like, shopping for the furniture. I was buying couch, whatever, and I was like, oh, what is this? I didn't even look at the price. Just buy out, you know. And I was like, okay, I made it. If I could delete one thing from the internet permanently, it would be anything furry related. No comment. That's about it. That's as far as I go. Hey, if I could experience the game for the first time, oh, Minecraft for sure. But not the Minecraft of today. Minecraft back in the days. There was not that much of on the internet, as in guides, and so you were going in blind, right? And it was scary and it was hard. I don't even know how much time I spent just doing the first few steps, like just kind of making a house out of dirt or whatever, or like a hole in the grass. That was so fun for me. That's like the mystery, and I love mysteries, you know. These days I feel like it's difficult because yeah, you can not look at the internet, but answers about a new game are everywhere. Like you'll see like doesn't matter what you do, like you open Twitter over bed and you'll see like a clip of your new game or something, or like a thread about something and people tweet about it. But back in the days, like if you play a game and you were in the dark, like you're by yourself. And that's so cool. So if I had a Mount Rushmore and I can only add one current new streamer, I would definitely add Speed. I don't want to be too big of a glazer, right? But I think he's figured out the thing that kind of makes everything work with IRL, and he's found it in a way that nobody's even explored before, which is like highly produced, on the fly, but the format is scripted and still interactive stream. And he found a way to make it work, and not a lot of people have done that. And he's kind of, now he's already kind of started to master that, right? So he's like multiple steps ahead of the game in that way. And he can also do desktop and gameplay or whatever. Speed goes crazy with all that, so props. My dream collaboration, that's a tough one. You know what? This sounds kind of corny maybe. Watching movie scenes with like Leonardo DiCaprio or like Brad Pitt. Just some of my favorites, something more recent, something more old, whatever, and just gonna go through, and even some of his, just so I get some breakdown and get some background stories or whatever. Catch Me If You Can, Inception, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I know that'd be interesting to watch, but so ad day, 57,000. Gambling day was more like 15 mil. And then when it comes down to Sponsor. I had a late sponsor kick in. It was Call of Duty Warzone. I hadn't answered their request for their sponsors for like the whole season. At the end, they were like, "Yo, dude, we'll give you like the rest of the budget, or whatever." I don't remember what it was. And then I was like, "Oh yeah, I'll do it." And they're like, "Well, you were supposed to play like once or like a couple times for 2 weeks, but you can do it on the one day if you want." I played for like 12 hours, I think, and it was like a mil flat. That was the biggest condensed pause I've ever taken. Yeah. Play, keep, delete. Overwatch, Minecraft, GTA. Delete Overwatch. Delete Overwatch for sure. Because Overwatch existed in a time and space, and it was meant to stay there. Play GTA, because GTA is a game that I may have been at least a campaign you play it once. And keep MC, because MC is a sandbox and you can do anything with it, and it's a great game. I love GTA, don't get me wrong, but there's RP though. No, forget it. I already selected. I already chose it. Yeah. The thought that keeps me up at night, that keeps everybody at night, is what does it all mean? What do I really want in the end? You know, and that kind of shifts sometimes. I like to set myself like a little goal, like I want to be this rank in this game or something like that, or I want to be this or that. And just achieving those things is kind of, to me, matters a lot. And just learning more about my world, you know, and just reaching like little plateaus or little like goals in that is really cool and really, really nice. I enjoyed it. Last time I asked a question and realized I wasn't streaming. Sometimes I'll be like racing or whatever, and I will look at because since I went offline, my chat is on my right. There's still offline chat. And since it moves a little bit, I'll turn to my chat like this, like 20 times during like a race or because I race off stream with my simulator, and I'll look at chat and I keep reading the same exact message. It's like the most schizo thing of all time, where I read a message like 20 times and I still go back and read it. It's traumatizing, but yeah. Will I stream when I'm 6, 7? Probably not, but I'll stream close to that age, so. As long as I can go, really. I've always said that I would stream as much as I want to, and the day that I don't feel like doing it, that would be it. I wouldn't do it anymore. The hard part of being at the top definitely is all the slyness you get from everybody. Basically, when everybody just starts to be like making sly jokes about you, but in a way that they're not like well-intentioned, they're like mean-intentioned from everywhere. It's not that it's hard, but it just becomes hard to see who's what, you know? You don't even know who's attacking and who's at you and who's fake, whatever, you know? At one point, you have to protect yourself from like funniest interaction with a IRL viewer. I was at TwitchCon and this young lady comes up and she just starts like insulting me for no reason, and I couldn't tell why. And I think I figured out that it's because I kept calling Mercy Man's boost in Overwatch, and then she just said like, "Yeah, walk away like the bitch you are." And I was like, okay. I mean, it was just stupid, but I thought it was really funny. The biggest risk I've taken. Oof. That's a hard one. When I was with my team back in days, I was with Yikes, and I was offered a sponsorship because at the time we were paid either $0 or $800 a month. It was one or the other. And I was offered $4,000 a month by Immortals to leave my team and to tank for them, and to leave my team without a tank. And at the time, there was not a lot of tanks that were free agents. It would have taken them a long time to get a new tank, and the team would have just disbanded. And I decided against it because they picked me up when I was nothing. And I thought, if I make it, we all make it. I'm not trying to be corny about it, but that was my mentality with it. At the time, I had like a stream. My stream was big enough, I guess. It wasn't very big, but make a lot of money. If there was one guy that could afford to take the risk, it was me. And I felt like I had to set an example that if I'm the one that can't take the risk, not taking it would be awful. And also, they without them, I wouldn't have been where I was at. So I kept with them. And 3 of us made a new Watch League. So 3 out of 6, that's good for me. Most famous within my DM now would probably be Drake, for sure. He was doing a live stream for his album, and his production had a few problems, which are easy to diagnose. So I kind of sent him a DM and I was like, yo, you had this problem, whatever. I would do this, and this, whatever. I speak with him on a decent, whatever basis. My favorite employee and why? My favorite employee. You know what? My brother. I've recently kind of hired my brother to help out with more like on the ground stuff and kind of helping me with like sponsors and lining up, whatever. And he does a really good job. And why? Because he is not afraid. He's not afraid to like wake me up when I'm still sleeping and get me out of bed, like today. Ask. I have to rethink about it. Just ask them when they're gonna retire and why. I want to know.